Stay tuned.
Good morning. My name is Ralf Friedrichs. I'm an addiction recovery coach, a life coach, and author, and the host of this show, the Take Your Life Back Today radio show. You can also see a video version of this by going to YouTube under channel Take Your Life Back Today show, or go in the search bar under Ralf Friedrichs. A prayer to let go of negativity this early morning. Don't copy the behavior and the customs of the world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Then you will learn to know God's will for you, which is good and pleasing and perfect. In Romans 12:2. Friends, several years ago, my friend went to a summer camp for girls with her daughter, Caitlin. One of the group activities Caitlin looked forward to was the high ropes and zip line course. You remember those? Her enthusiasm was so contagious, she even put her name on the list to participate. The time came to put on their safety gear and listen to the guide for basic instructions. As she patiently waited in line, Caitlin became more and more excited, but my friend grew more and more nervous. She had butterflies in her stomach. The more she doubted her abilities, the more her confidence sunk. As she allowed negative thoughts, even some irrational ones, to fill her mind, the likelihood of actually going through with this activity greatly diminished. Unfortunately, her turn finally came, and she began slowly and hesitantly making her way up the tree. With 0% confidence and 100% doubt. No more than 30 seconds had passed when she caved to her fears. She immediately climbed right back down the tree, took off her safety gear, and surrendered to defeat. She went right back to her comfort zone, where it seemed safer. And so many people that I know, my own family, are that way. Their comfort zone, they'll never leave it. Missing out on this activity wasn't really a big deal in the big scheme of things. But she couldn't help but wonder how many big things she'd missed in the past because of her negative thinking, because she didn't want to leave her comfort zone. Like pursuing God's call on her life. She thought back to times when she knew God called her to share her testimony, but she allowed fears of judgment or even shame to silence herself. She considered the years she wasted not writing, speaking for His kingdom, her negative thoughts convincing her she wasn't worthy or qualified to do either one of them. Friends, when we allow negative thinking to take up residence in our minds, our thoughts will become an obstacle to our obedience. Pessimistic thinking, whether about our life, our self-worth, or our abilities, will always stand in the way of following God's call. In Romans 12:2 assures us when we invite God to transform our minds and change how we think, He'll do exactly that. Negative thinking can keep us from pursuing God's call to be a leader in His kingdom. But the good news is this morning, we don't have to let them. Intentionally choosing to put aside negative thoughts and leaving our comfort zones about ourselves empowers us to stand strong when the enemy tries to thwart our efforts, to get in our way, to throw obstacles. When our thoughts are positive and we leave our comfort zone, our hearts will be too, and obedient. And the obedience will flow more naturally. Lord, forgive me for letting fears and doubts get in the way of my obedience. Give me the strength and desire to step out in faith and trust that I am equipped and capable in your strength. In Jesus' name, amen. Folks, leave your comfort zone and you will see big changes. Call me at 844-405-HELP. Together, we can help each other take our lives back. Be good to yourselves and always be good to each other. Remember that lady down the road, that old lady? Give her a smile. It can make her day and change her life. Give her a little hello in the morning. May God bless each and every one of you and take good care. And remember, leave your comfort zone for a better life and a better relationship with